Welcome back, everyone, to the final day of the Copa America 2025. This is time for the grand finals. And well, look at that. There's our matchup tonight. Brazil versus Chile, all on the line here to see who comes out on top. I'm again Joker's Ransom. That's Chef Billy, and we're still here, your English commentators, yet again for day number 3.
Oh man, what an exciting weekend this has been for South American Overwatch esports. We've seen 4 great teams come in here and put it all on the line for country pride. But now we're at the tail end of our tournament here, and Chile is the surprise of the tournament. I had Peru and Argentina both above. Chile, and well, they put my foot in my mouth, and I have been gnawing on it ever since. Last night we were treated to a map 5 banger. There's no other way to put it.
Yeah.
Last night, full display of what these two teams that were battling it out for a spot and the chance to get a chance at redemption against Brazil. Yep, they put on a show for sure last night. So now, for this evening, um, everybody has their own thoughts about this. I was talking with William. I was talking with Senju. I didn't have a chance to kind of proc into the ears of Eltex or Ineptune. But I wanted to think, if Chile can at least get one map here, I think that it is a feather in the cap for a glorious tournament. William thinks that it's going to be a stomp. Senju thinks it's going to be 4-2. So, and he said that Effects, the coach, will give Brazil fits because of the way that he gets his team ready to go. He plays in the Brazilian leagues already. So, and he's playing in South American Masters. They've got a matchup coming up on Tuesday to start off the Master season in South America.
Yeah.
For season 6. So, man, there's a lot riding on here tonight. I think that if Chile gets one map, I think that they've done what they needed to accomplish because Brazil is just such a behemoth in the region. They have a long-standing history, and I don't see enough firepower coming from Chile right now to be able to deal with that.
Speaking of that Masters matchup, I want to give a shout-out to Hunter Tane and Dexatron. They will be doing that game on Hunter Tane's Twitch channel together. It's the
Factor X.
Factor
X and Elements.
Yeah. So they're doing that game together on Tuesday at 7 on Hunter's channel. So be there. Another English commentary. I know, obviously, William and will probably be doing that for the Portuguese speaking people as well. But I just wanted to give a shout out to those guys. They're doing great stuff. They're getting into co-streaming for Face It Masters as well. I should probably get back into that, but I'm just so...
Well, funny you say that, Joker, because I'm also...
Yes, you are too.
I'm going to be casting as well from my Twitch channel for South American Masters and for the Open Division 2. I'm going to try and get as much South American. I'm going to do my best Bull Skunk impression, doing it solo. I welcome you if you want to come on and join me for that. But I mean, this is going to be a great display of South American Overwatch, and it's been a long time in the coming. So, man, Masters is going to be good. I've got Warfist versus Garfo. Garfo was a team that I really fell in love with during the Panamericana, and then during the Open Division playoffs and the road to them making it into Masters Division. So this is going to be a really good, spring for South America. Let's get them back on the map. Everybody share it out there. Share it around. Get eyes on South America because it's been a long time coming.
It really has been. And we'll take a look at the rosters yet again here. You already know it, right? Shimigami and Cavalata are going to be your two DPS players for this Brazil roster. Nitro and Burno there as well. Luvico going to be the starting tank player. Reese, and then it goes away. But I have it other places. We have Mocha and Knee, Knight, Froki, and Fancon, but be Knee and Mocha for Brazil.
Yeah, coming up for Chile. I mean, I don't know what we're gonna see, honestly.
Yeah.
There was talk about them maybe bringing out the starting 5. Maybe not. Maybe this is a new iteration. They feel comfortable with the matchups that they were going in with yesterday. They've got a lot on the line here. We didn't see Meeker at all yesterday. So I would like to see Meeker, Lamont. Those are two very high caliber players here from Chile. So, I mean, as we look at our map set here, I mean, we're going to start out on Busan. That, in and of itself, is going to be an interesting kind of litmus test for how Chile is playing today. Because I was told that they may have been holding stuff back, Joshua.
Well, we'll see if they can take down the Canonero today, Chile. We'll see if that's going to be on the cards for them. Yeah, we're going to see Poplots come back in, LCS there. Interestingly enough, it's going to be the BAP to start us off for Chile with EFX on the tank roll here to start things off. No Crow, interestingly enough. See how that's going to help Chile, or is it going to hinder them as Luvico's making a play around the side. Cabalata already taking down the Immortality field, but Luvico needs to back up for the moment. Still needs to get healed up, or, well, you're not going to be able to do much. Point is going to be procced up, pressured out by Brazil. It looks like they are going to be able to take first capture before any picks come through. As just as I say that, Shinigami finding Burt out, and that should be the nail in the coffin for this fight. Is Shinigami finding another one. Now just going to get in that insane firing rate of that Freya and taking Chile back to spawn.
Yeah, I mean, that's an interesting first fight. EFX opting to hold inside of Theater there, where they would just absorb the damage and try and build ultimates, but they weren't landing a lot there. LCS is going to have a window here, though, very early. But look at this. Already got Terra Surge and the Bolo shot from Luvico and Shinigami online. Pulse Bomb will also be out there, so LCS is going to be very judicious when they decide to use the slam.
We'll have to see here now if Chile can come back into this quite just yet, but I mean, it's going to be really difficult, right? There's just a lot of ultimates online for Brazil at the moment. Amp Matrix is going to start it off. Bola shot in from Shinigami. Pulse Bomb comes through. It's going to find out the Immortality field of LCS, and now LCS is going to fall down back to spawn here as Shinigami and Brazil look to complete this fight yet again in their favor. They're going to be taking down Burt and force the rest of Chile back to spawn.
Yeah, I like this swap now coming from LCS. They're going with the Juno here, so now you're going to have the Photon Torpedoes available, maybe to take an aerial threat out of the sky. Poplots is going to have to be on Tracer Watch here for the duration of at least downtown. Definitely need to think about looking at swaps here because Shinigami is still reigning supreme in the skies.
Yeah, definitely. Burt has to be able to keep them, but Cabalata's already found that opening there for Brazil yet again. Is out rally out, and there's going to be the grab out from EFX trying to turn the tide of this fight, but it just doesn't seem like it's going to matter for the moment. Mocha still has orbital right too. Terra Surge going to come through. Now you're going to come in, drop it out on the floor, but the picks are going to come through, but it's just not going to matter because no one can get there in the end. Brazil take first sub variant.
Okay, so first sub map here in Busan, 100-0. Interesting rotation to begin with. And once Shinigami found the range with the crossbow, it was all but done. So, I mean, you know, putting out the double DPS ultimates into that lamp and window was actual mayhem, and I'm scared for it. As we head to Mecha Base now, take a look at maybe some of the new mechas coming out later in Overwatch's life. I hope we get to see another mech hero, personally. But Brazil doing Brazilian things right now. Chile have to be very cognizant of how they play here on Mecha Base. They've got to get into the backline, or they've got to take Shinigami out with the quickness that they just did not show there.
Yeah, we're going to see if this is going to be possible, right? Chile going to try to start it off yet again, but Shinigami, hey, is going to get super low here in the moment, but Hosing is all alone now. EFX made that swap over to the Diva, going to get D-Mech start it off yet again. Brazil all in the kill feed, filing them down. Chile needs to reset yet again.
Yeah, I mean, Husing yesterday really did show a lot of moxie, being able to deal with Trinketuelas on the Tracer. Perhaps the Torbjorn here might be a better choice. I don't know, but they're going to, you know, go over to their own Tracer, and bye-bye LCS. LCS is not going to be able to play the game today.
Yeah, LCS is already gone in this fight. Now, but Luvico is going to get caught. Poplet's going to be able to find that pick, but they do trade down. And now, however, Chile are going to be able to take back this point. They've already gotten percentage in their favor, but Cabalata is coming back strong. They find 2 of their own. Now they're marking Huzzing, finding some shots coming in. Have to rotate in. Now EFX has to rotate out to get some healing back. As Chile does get up to 22% on the board, but not for much longer, as it looks like Brazil will be able to overtake them as they're still fighting it out here. As Luvico's made the swap over to the Hazard, still trying to get some exit kills.
I mean, right now for Chile, best thing that they could do was go to the Diva. You also bring in Poplots for a lot more of the speed and mobility that they need. And he's going to get popped alone here and gets taken out.
Yeah, bullet shot gonna be finding that kill perfectly for Brazil, and the rest of the picks keep coming through. And actually, anti-nade does come in from LCS, but it's just not gonna matter here because it's already up to 50%, and Brazil are not looking back.
I mean, you've got a nano to play with here. I think that you've got to put it on Burt to try and get them up to a bullet shot, or you give it to EFX, let them go absolutely ham without having to reload. But Nee is going to have an answer for that in the Kitsune Rush. So, I mean, tit for tat here. Poplots needs a sound barrier in a hurry.
There's the nano boost onto EFX to try to buy some time, get something going for Chile, but now Burt is down for the count, and EFX is going to be quickly going after them. They're going to have to use that self-destruct, and they're going to be able to find me as well. So now Chile have this opportunity, and La Rojas is going to be able to come back into this fight and take back the point.
I mean, the Atacama boys have definitely shown up here. That's a great amount of push there to get themselves some capture percentage once again going in their favor. Burt does have bubble shot ready to go, and a sound barrier will be available during this downpour that Luvico has built up incredibly fast. Also watch once again this orbital ray. Mocha is going to be the one to look for.
There's going to be the downpour in from Brazil, and it is going to find Huzing out, but you do get, and LCS gets stunned up, taken down too, thanks to the downpour. Pulse Bomb is going to be that kill, as there's the more confirmations coming in from the rest of Brazil, taking it back swiftly into their favor, up to 82%. Last fight territory here on Busan.
And you're looking at a massive investment there coming out of Brazil. I mean, 3 ultimates in the fight. You still got Bolo shot. Burt versus Shinigami. Shinigami has gotten the better of it so far, so Burt needs to really step up to the plate and take a big swing.
They got to be able to figure it out now, but you do find Cabalata out. That's massive. The Sleep Dart does come in, connects on to Mocha too. So, hey, things are looking good for Chile, right? They just got to be able to confirm the remaining kills on the point, and, well, you might not need to because Luvico is just going to reset back with the rest of their team.
I mean, they do it at 99%, so, I mean, you now plot yourself another fight. You've got some stragglers hanging around here. Burt over to the very, very good Sombra that we saw yesterday. I mean, bringing out disruption. Once again, it's going to be the name of Burt's game.
Let's see if Chile can keep this going, though. Self-destruct is going to be available. Now there's going to be the nano boost out on to EFX, as well as the self-nano ability. And LCS is going to do everything they can with it. They take down Nee to start it off, and the more picks keep coming in for La Roja, as this is going to looks like it's going to be headed to a map number 3.
I mean, do you believe? That's what you need to ask right now is, do you believe? Can you get it done? I mean, the bomb comes out. Everybody's got to look around. It does come out. There's going to be a touch. There's going to be a touch, I think. Yep, but it's not going to be very long.
Yeah, no, Luvico falls just right there, and that should just be that. Chile tie it up 1-1 on Busan.
Fantastic from them. Good fight back. They got punched in the mouth there on downtown, Joshua. But as we have seen from this Chile squad, you know what? Si se puede. Yes, we can. And this is a good bounce back for them. So now, are they going to be able to deal with the same kind of pressure? I expect Luvico to come back out with the Orisa on Sanctuary just because of the poke battle that needs to happen here. But, I mean, they started being able to mark Shinigami. They started being able to deal with Cabalata. Cabalata might even actually be bringing their own Sombra to the fight here. I wouldn't hate a Sombra fight.
Yeah, I like this look here. Hosing is going to stake on the Tracer, though. So is going to be a little bit different look. Luvico on the Winston, interestingly enough, instead of that Diva, like you always like to talk about for the South American region. See how that's going to work out. A nice anti-nade started it off from LCS, but EFX is going to get taken down. DMEC, some nice viruses coming in. Shinigami, though, still starting it off strong. 2 kills coming in. Revealed up, Burt has to reset.
Yep, I mean, that's a fantastic little fight back and forth. What to sleep? What to sleep? Even with the virus coming in, Caballada says, you know what? I can play Sombra too. This is going to be a mind game now between Burt and Caballada. Who can keep their tank up the best? And the manual hacks. Who is the priority target right now? Brazil seems to be looking at EFX to get that defense matrix out of the way, where Chile is looking at the back line.
We're going to see who's going to find Mocha out already. Bullet shot into the back line. LCS is going to get taken down. Now you're going to find the DMAC 2. As Brazil had gotten that percentage started off, but now Chile have it in control of their own side for them at the moment here. Now you're going to be able to keep it, it looks like, as it is just Caballada left, and they are going to get taken down swiftly. Chile are going to be able to overtake them in capture percentage.
I mean, they should. By all rights, they should. Caballada will be coming back from spawn, but I mean, looking at where we're at right now, Brazil is not getting the same amount of work. I mean, Shinigami's already on their second rotation now. They've already had a bolo shot. There's a big virus out and a big hack.
Yeah, great stuff, Nee. Already down for the count. Not good if you're Brazil at all. As another pick coming in here from LCS, shutting the door on this Brazilian push now. So you're going to get back, taken down. Caballada resets at spawn, 50% now, counting for Chile.
I mean, this might be the look for them. This might be the look with the Sombra play that, you know, it gets banned out of every single rank game. So Luvico down in the heat.
Yeah, and wow, that's just all blue yet again. You know, Chile are just firing on all cylinders right now.
I mean, 68% in climbing. EMP was let out there, so they're going to have to deal with a EMP. Pop Loss is going to have to be very, very judicious in holding this this sound barrier to wait for it to come out.
Yes, there's going to be the pick on Mocha after Rally came in. EMP doesn't find anything for Brazil. It's just great. You know, Hosing is going to find a couple picks into that, and now Luvico is going to try to run back to spawn. They're going to be able to stay up and alive, and it looks like, Billy, I mean, Chile are 5% away now, and it should be the case. Anyone going to get a touch? No, they cannot. Chile take map number 1.
Uh-oh, somebody learned how to play! Oh my god! Chile? Where the hell did this come from? That is about as clean as you can play. Maybe there was some... I didn't see any foolhardiness coming out from Brazil. They were playing this to win. And Chile just got the better of them. Once they swapped to the Sombra Diva variation of their composition, they got the job done. EFX is a damn good tank player. I was not aware. I did not have the proper information. I did not understand the assignment, Chile. Lo siento. Oh my gosh, that is exactly what they needed, and they're going to be full of just chutzpah right now. The motivation to win is going to be high here.
La Roja starting off with a great map, taking the first one against Verde Amarela, right? I mean, great stuff. We weren't expecting this at all, right? I personally thought it was going to be a 4-0 sweep for Brazil's favor, and Chile just made me eat my words immediately. And I'm here for it, right? I'm here for the chance to see one of the greatest upsets in Overwatch history.
This would be up there, wouldn't it? I mean, think about it. David versus Goliath. Los Rojas and Verde Amarela. Oh my goodness. A very nice pronunciation in the Spanish and Portuguese, by the way, Joshua. I am impressed. I am duly impressed here. But what's more impressive is how Chile took the fight to Brazil. They like I said, they got punched in their mouth on downtown. They tried to run a Sigma. And yeah, Brazil just said nom nom nom.
Yeah.
And once they made their swaps, once they came into something that they really found a lot of value with yesterday during Gibraltar against Argentina, that's where it comes. And this is where the belief will start to come through. And my goodness, I mean, I said one map would be the feather in the cap that they need. They've got it. Now they're playing with the bank's money.
Yeah, they are indeed. They are indeed. Now, we showed it for briefly, right? Circuit Royale being map number 2. I mean, again, that kind of just brings it back to what Chile wanted to initially play on Busan, right? That opportunity to bring that Sigma back out is definitely here in the cards for that Chile roster. But also, we could be seeing some more grand hit scan play that we were seeing, obviously from Argentina, a little bit from Chile as well yesterday.
Yeah, I mean, Cabelada would be the choice for the sniper option here. If they do decide to go that route, as you don't want to take Shinigami off of the Freya. So, my goodness, I'm thinking about tank wise. Does Luvico play the hazard here? If we do see the Sigma come out from EFX, I'm not sure how they deal with that. I'm looking at it from the Chilean side as well. Are they going to be able to deal with the massive pressure that Luvico can bring with the Scottish tank?
Yeah, we're definitely about to find out what both of these two teams decide to opt for. Maybe we see some Ramatra come into things, right? Really haven't seen the Omnic main tank a lot, or Omnic tank really at all this Copa America, right? Even though in a very, very good place is that tank, right? We've seen a lot of Orisa, Diva as well. Is this the time that we see that Ramatra come to the forefront?
I think that Ramatra, as far as South American tanks go, is sitting 4-5. You're looking at Diva number 1. You're looking at the Hazard or the Orisa for number 2. You're looking at Winston as number 4, and then Ramatra sitting in that 5 spot. As far as what I see playing so much, especially in the league play. So I think it's more about mobility and mitigation than the raw output that Ramatra does. Yeah, he's in a great place as far as the meta and everything like that, but the way the South Americans play, it's not what we're used to in North America. They go on tempo so much, and they want that mobility at all times.
Yeah, so we'll see. I might just be smart. I just don't know how I can say it, Billy. I mean, there it is.
I love it.
Luvico on the Ramatra already. But like I was saying, EFX is coming back on to that Sigma that we were seeing them try to play on Busan. Obviously didn't work there, but with it being Circuit Royale, it is definitely a lot easier to make it happen here.
Yeah, I mean, you have more geometry to hide behind. You can play corners here. You're not throwing yourself at a point. So, I mean, there's a lot more that they can do, especially coming out of spawn. Denying Shinigami some early shots and right clicks is going to be exactly what they need to see. That's exactly what Shinigami was looking for right out the gate.
Yeah, is Bert still sticking with the Widowmaker? Already looking for some shots here, but are they going to be able to land one is the real question. Shinigami already taking out the Torb turret. You're going to have to get healing, staying alive, still looking for a shot. Looking for anything at the moment as Luvico is going to be the one to start it off. Now finding another one. EFX down for the count. That should just be a reset coming in from Chile.
Now they're going to have to deal with Mocha. Mocha is going to be the real crux of the matter here, right? Because they have the speed ring to engage and disengage rapidly. So I would expect the effects to go over to something different, or Bert is the other option, them swapping out as well. So bringing back the Sombra here, but you've already got Bullet Shot online.
The Bowler shot online for Shinigami. You can set him up quite easily, just to get good follow-up. And then it looks like, yep, there's going to be the Bowler shot coming in. They're going to wrap up 3, and Shinigami finds 2 with it. And that is going to be another fight win for Brazil.
Yep, and I mean, right now it's just the mobility and not finding the shot, not finding the back line, not finding Shinigami in the sky. I mean, what a fantastic, perfectly placed ultimate. Didn't need any help really on the back of it, but it was there. Now we start getting into Chile's turn. They're going to have a Nano to engage with.
Nano boost available. Could go on into the onto the Tracer of Huzzing here. We'll have to find out. It's going to go on to EFX to start it off nicely. Dart comes in. Luvico is going to have to rotate back, and they're going to get taken down. LCS finds that opening here, and more picks now coming in for Chile, and they are going to unlock some progress here now.
Yep, and I mean, they have the Gravitic Flux as well. So, you know, some changes did come through. That Nano, that first anti-nade that came around the corner was deflected by Cabalata. So, I mean, that's the skill of this DPS duo here from Brazil. But Burt and Huzzings are really holding their own right now. They are waiting on Nano right now from Need, 10% away.
Here's the grab in from EFX. Nothing doing quite just yet as LCS is going to find an opening, but the orbital ray from Mocha is going to be all that Brazil needs in the end to stabilize and take back the cart. Minute 15 on the board here.
Yep, and I mean, you know, you do invest some stuff there, but you still have Nanoblade coming through and the Annihilation. So do you go Nanolation or Nanoblade? Your choice here. Heising, though, is going to be very close to a pulse bomb. Maybe try to find a way into the back line.
Yeah, they've got to be able to find a way to the back line with that pulse spawn, and Poplots needs to get up to this orbital ray quickly. They're gonna have it. They actually need to be able to find value with it now with an Nano Boost coming into the back line. There are gonna be a couple of picks coming in, but Poplots is gone. The orbital ray no longer in the cards for this attack at the moment, and Burt needs to stay in the. Well, they just go down. Nope. That's just not going to happen. Now Cabalata cleaning up the last couple of stragglers. Huzzing's down as well. Good thing, though, right, for Chile. They didn't invest anything else into that, so they still have 3 ultimates to go into this.
Yeah, I mean, LCS could theoretically get another Nano with the extended timer coming through. It's just going to come down to, oh, no. Shinigami has another Bolo shot, the ultimate ready to go, as well as the Annihilation. It could get everybody locked up.
Orbital ray starting it off from Poplots, but you can just back up kind of. If you're Brazil, right, you have the space, but Luvico's going to get deleted. Huge play. Now the LCS is going to fall, right? You did invest that Bola shot, but Cabalata's still alive and well. They're finding 2 picks. They're finding more. They're finding 3. Can they find 4? It's going to be me finding that last kill. Those last 2 kills, in fact, for Brazil to get the full hold started for Brazil.
That is absolutely brutal. On the back of massive EMP that comes through, they burn down Luvico holding Annihilation in hand, and they said, you know what? We don't need our tank. Cabalata comes through and just absolutely destroys Chile's last gasp. And really, I mean, looking at what we saw there, backline focus has got to be a lot cleaner, like what we saw there on Busan. I mean, LCS, you know, there was moments of brilliance from both teams, but Brazil is just too damn strong.
Yep, it's too good for him at the moment, but we'll see if that changes, see if they can figure it out. Obviously, there is always the chance for a fuller hold on Circuit Royale. However, unlikely that may be, right? So, they got it to almost the end of point number 1. Now with EFX going back over to the Diva, right? Burt on the Sombra to start off with. Maybe this is just the better version of this Chile roster.
I mean, we'll see. I mean, we've got the cast out here now, so that's going to give Shinigami a lot of room for pause. It's also going to make Luvico's life a little bit more difficult. You know, once the barrier is gone, Magnetic Grenade is going to hold him in place. Manual hack on back of that. We saw how good they are when they get the manual hack and they get the focus fire in.
As well, we'll have to wait to see what Cabalata does, or what Chile does as well. But EFX is already critical right now, and they're going to get D-Mac'd, and so many people are already critical. Shinigami in the front line there, already taking out a couple. Cabalata is going to get anteed up, but it shouldn't matter right now.
No, I mean, you've got one fight here to get it done. LCS already at 40%. So, I mean, you know, you take some damage here, maybe to give a little bit more healing to Poplots. I mean, I'm not sure with the Lucio here who you're trying to speed around other than the Cassidy, because D.Va has their own mobility in the back there, and that's bye-bye Burt.
Yeah, that might just be over here, Billy, as everything's just going to turn up. Brazil yet again, you know. They said you had your one, but the fun's over here now, as they're going to take this fight and take it convincingly. Circuit Royale is done and over with already.
I mean, Brazil just put the eggplant on the table, didn't they? That is some serious tank energy right there. Shinigami once again is getting it done when they need it the most. That is one of the best bolo shots that I've seen in competitive play. And I mean, that, just the cleanup on the back of it was too darn good. So for Chile, back to the drawing board here. You got your one. Now, you know, heading into the next map set, are you going to be able to rebound from this? That is going to be the massive question that I'm looking at, is are they going to be able to bounce back?
Yeah, that's a great question, right? And I mean, we definitely could see it, right? I mean, we saw them look really good, comfortable after that first round of Busan. But, I mean, that momentum that they had has just been evaporated instantly after just getting eviscerated by Brazil on this this second map. Now, as we head into Coliseo, right, we get more into that momentum-based gameplay. If we see some good things early on from Chile, this could in fact go back into their direction.
It depends on what EFX plays. You can't force the Sigma, not against this team. The experimental barriers is too prone to burst, especially with a Freya in the sky. With all the cooldowns that the Freya has, I mean, you can blast that down in a matter of seconds, and then Kinetic Grasp doesn't really get you enough. So I think that the D.Va look was a lot better than the Sigma look. I think they also need to be keeping an eye on their flanks. If you're going to have LCS playing on the I think that you have to have a Brig back there to keep Grandma safe. So we will see as we head into Coliseo how Chile responds here.
We shall see. We shall see indeed. As EFX already starting it off with the D.Va yet again. As now you're gonna might be able to take things forward, but well, now rotating in, already gonna be catching LCS all alone. EFX gonna get D-Mac 2. This is the start yet again. Brazil yet again was looking for.
Yeah, I mean, just bad positioning there. that's a horrible amount of positioning there from Chile. I'm not sure exactly what they were thinking there, but that was not the right rotation that they needed, and Burt might get caught out here. You can't do that as a Sombra. You have so many avenues of escape. You got to get in the back line. You got to make Shinigami's life hell here. That's going to be the only way they get out here. EFX over to the Winston. So Winston v. Ramatra. That's an interesting look.
Yeah. Don't particularly like that matchup, especially since Ravenous Vortex is so good, right? And so we're already going to see EFX taken through the cleaners as they're going to get already having to back up yet again. You don't have your tank, and you're going to have to figure something out.
I mean, this is problem-solving 101 right now in Overwatch. I mean, bow shot, or the shot there coming through. Man, so much has to be done to prevent Freya from taking you down that it's taking away the focus from the front line.
Yeah, as already coming in for the fight yet again. And it looks like we're going to be able to get in to the forward spawns already from Brazil. But hey, Burt is going to be able to find Shinigami out, starting it off. But is there anyone to contest? Yeah, they're going to be able to finally contest. Burt going to try to get that virus up as, I mean, they're going to get it back into their favor now. So as the Kitsune Rush now going to come through on from knee to try to come back in this. An interesting Kitsune Rush, though. Not going to get much value from it besides buying time. But now, Nano Boost in from Chile onto EFX, so they're going to be able to find an opening pick that they desperately need. A huge EMP comes now on the board. Annihilation in response to get the DMAC onto EFX is Luvico still alive and well.
What the hell?
They're finding 3. They might be able to find more. They do indeed. Luvico keeps the fight going for Brazil. They are unstoppable as they find the ace for Brazil.
Oh, I mean, it's Lucio's line, but Vamos esculachar. Good Lord, they broke it down and broke Chile's back there. I thought the MP was going to be a fight winner for them, but Luvico says, no, I got something for that booty.
Yeah, and now forward spawns into Brazil's favor, and Hosing's already down. Burt quickly afterwards, too, and everything just keeps coming up. Brazil, they just are non-stop pushing, pedal to the metal.
That is absolutely insane. 2 massive fight wins in a row, and we're going to cross the 100-meter mark before Chile can come back out and contest. Once again, it's Shinigami and Luvico working from the front and getting it done.
Yeah, they're just doing great stuff. Yeah, again, and well, Soundbear going to start it off here from Brazil. Boblat's going to go in response to. They do have Bola shot ready, but there's going to be the self-destruct force out onto EFX early on. You're going to try to get them before they come back. Burt is going to make the swap over to the Farah, and it is getting some good work going for Chile. They do lose Kabbalata, Shinigami down as well, but is it going to be enough? Yep, losing Mocha. Knee is going to go down quickly after, and it's just Luvico left.
Yeah, but I mean, that's a good old charge there for Burt on the other side. So, I mean, Nano coming up on line here for LCS, 95% and counting. So it's going to be it's going to be Kitsune Rush versus this Nano. I mean, Burt is a Swiss Army knife. And I think they're dissecting this in real time, so, they think maybe they can get a bit of an advantage on the Shinigami in the sky. I'm just worried about the mobility and the aim down sights coming from the Freya.
Burt's going to fall down, though, before they can get up to their barrage. But hey, it looks like Chile still have the upper hand now. It's actually the pulse bomb going to be thrown in now. They anti-nated up Luvico, the last person on the board, and they are going to be taken care of with a team effort. The remaining players, as now forward spawns are gone for Brazil.
I mean, we just crossed the 5-minute mark, so there is time, and they're starting to find their rhythm here. Our Chile, after getting absolutely donkey stomped twice, Shinigami 1 health, gets healed up. EFX tries to go in and secure the kill, but the healing is just too darn good.
Yeah, but I mean, it is just in that huge inventory battle of position at the moment. They've got to win 4 fights in a row, but they've already lost 2 to Luvico. Luvico's going to go down, though. Burt did find that kill, but nothing more from the barrage and the flying heroes so far. As they did lose a couple in that engagement, and now Luvico's making the swap over to the Diva as well, but it's still going to be Brazil coming out on top.
I mean, the stick onto the pilot or onto the Mecha Diva, takes the mech out, gets the work done with the machine pistols there. So, I mean, lots of work getting done here for Brazil. Still 27 meters, not too bad. You still got to win at least 3 major fights. And I mean, with the mobility of Brazil right now, especially Mocha swapping over to the Lucio of their own, they're going to have sound barrier into this next engagement.
Luvico making the swap over to the Winston here, interestingly enough. 3 minutes 28 on the board now, though. It's going to be nice anti up onto Luvico, and you can take care of them, but now going to have to rotate back, and you're still going to go down. Virus takes care of them. And I just don't like that Winston swap coming in from Brazil. Is that's going to be a team wipe coming through from Chile?
I mean, good defense matrix there from EFX as well. So, I mean, you know, they're getting the job done. Now, that's one fight. Now you got 3 more. And, you know, the butt scratch moment here at 55 or 65 meters if they can get to this forward spawn.
Soundbarrier in from Brazil, so does Chile using theirs as well, but LCS all alone, gonna get caught out, taken down, but the trade on the Shinigami is there as well. EFX able to be up to the task to keep it going in their favor for the moment. But hey, we'll see if it's gonna be anything that can keep going. Burt Feld, self-destruct in, he's gonna go down to it. They're gonna find that pulse bomb, gonna get super low, gonna have to retreat back. Still, EFX does go down nonetheless, so still Brazil in control of this bot, and it's not making much progress for Chile.
Nope, I mean, they got about another, 17 meters. Look at how hard they've had to fight for that. So, I mean, they are finding some value here. They're trying to really digest what Brazil is throwing at them. They're starting to counter swap when Chile brings out different heroes. So the mind games are afoot, Joshua.
It is indeed. It is indeed. As now we'll see, can Chile punch back? I mean, it's into that insurmountable territory, but definitely is possible if you can find that opening pick like we just saw. Now Shinigami down, Kitsune rush in from knee, trying to stabilize this point for Brazil, as looks like forward spawns might have been taken yet again by Brazil, as Chile are all so very low. EFX falling right there is not what you want to see. Burt has EMP available, gonna be invested, but Ludico's found LCS, but Burt still finding picks for Chile in the end. Ludico is going to rotate back.
I mean, it's a great fight for them. Yeah, they lose Burt in the end, but I mean, they've gotten so much work done. Can they do anything on the back of this? These bubbles from Luvico are preventing the healing from getting in on the D.Va. This is what a top-tier South American tank will do, is take away the space that you're trying to build.
It's now going in. Burt already trying to find a pick onto Shinigami. Nano boost in onto EFX. To see if it can buy some time, buy some space, but no picks have come in quite just yet for Chile, as they've already lost Pop Flops. Hey, there's the trade coming in, but it just doesn't seem like it's going to be enough, because the picks just keep coming in, traded at one after the other. Brazil still in control, trying to take it, as huzzing the distance, but it's just not going to matter. 15 or 12 seconds to go here between Brazil being up 2-1.
I mean, you're looking for EFX to get back and let loose with the self-destruct and see what they can build on the back of it, because it's going to come down to a touch here from Husing.
Now going in, and Cabalata is found Husing already. Now EFX might just join them quite quickly afterwards. Self-destruct comes through, but Burt is down. The Remac kill does find Mocha. Bola shot into the back line, and takes down the supports. And that should just be it here, Billy, as the cleanup kills come in. Brazil up 2-1.
They are halfway to the championship trophy here for the Copa America 2025. Brought to you by Grupo Senju, produced by XYBA. Brazil is absolutely awake right now, and they are pissed off that they lost a map to Chile, and they are putting a smackdown on the team from the east or the west coast of South America.
Yeah, like you said, they're playing angry, it seems, especially that last map too. But this one a lot closer than Circuit Royale, right? Definitely a lot closer. So I mean, it definitely is possible for us to see the series be tied up, right? It is just going to be a matter of, well, just locking back in for Chile, right? They had all they needed on Busan, but are they going to be able to keep doing that? Especially since we are going to be heading into Hybrid next. I believe our next map is going to be Midtown after this.
Yeah, I think that they really do need a lot to lock in here. I mean, they've had moments of brilliance. Once again, they've taken a map. So, I mean, like I said, everything's house money from here on out. But I'd like to see them get another one. Senju, like I said, thought that they would get 2 maps off of Brazil, and they said that, he said that EFX would be able to scratch Brazil, and he predicted 4-2. So, whether they're able to do it or not right now, this could be brutal for the next couple of maps, but it's all learning for Chile, and that's something we really need to kind of hone in on, is that Brazil has been the standard for South American Overwatch since its inception.
Yeah.
And Chile and the other junior countries have been growing this whole time.
Yeah, I mean they really have been, but and it's just a real testament of how much they've grown, because I mean it was looking difficult, especially just yesterday, right? I mean they got 3-0 and it wasn't even close, right? And now we're on to map number 4, where yesterday, if it was yesterday, it would have been over now. But Chile were able to lock in enough to take this for that first map. It's 2-1. Headed into Midtown here. It looks like we've got some swaps for Chile as Crow is coming back in.
I mean, maybe EFX has done their job.
EFX is still in.
EFX is still in.
Poplots has come out. So it looks like EFX might be going back to support.
That would make a lot of sense. And, I mean, this would be another kind of wrinkle that Brazil didn't see yesterday. This is them trying to keep it a little bit off of, same thing, pounding the head against the wall and expecting a different result. They're really trying to change things up, and this is all right. This is all right by me.
Yeah, I'd have to agree with you. We'll see if it's going to be enough to turn the tide of things, right? Or is it just over all before it begins? Brazil opting to go on the defense yet again to start us off with Chile, bringing in Crow and bringing out the Ramatra currently.
I mean, that's absolutely in response to what Luvico's been doing to them. So, I mean, there's some gamesmanship here that I love. Crow has had a couple of really darn good series for Team Chile, and now, we're looking at perhaps being able to kind of stomp over Luvico. Luvico in the donkey horse is interesting. We'll see how Ramach is able to do it.
We'll see if it's going to be enough of a boon, or I mean, EFX also onto their own role, right? Not playing tank role anymore for Chile. Could be a huge difference maker too, but Huzzing's already taken down. Point is being propped up by, I assume, Bert in the back line there as well with LCS. But while they're trying to get that gambit, they lost everyone else.
I mean, it was a calculated risk. They didn't end up getting the joy out of it, so you'll look to see what you can get out on the back of it. The Kabbalah to take down LCS this early is a very scary proposition.
Yeah, great stuff, indeed. But we'll see if it's going to matter. Now we've seen Crow make the swap over to the Zarya to try to deal with Luvico a little bit more, right? But LCS all alone now, and they're going to be able to stay alive. Kabbalata trying to pressure out. Bert going to be pressured out and taken down now with the recall back in. Picks just keep coming through from Brazil.
I mean, Orisa has been put to sleep with Shinigami. He's got a 3K, but looking for more on the back of it. LCS does take down their counterpart, but Luvico with the cleanup there. And I mean, both DPS ultimates already ready to go. Huzzing's gone over to the Cassidy, theoretically to take care of Shinigami. But I mean, if you're looking at Mocha, the positioning has their Freya in their line of sight. So, my word, they're going to have to find their way to the back line one way or another.
Desperately need to. Bert has the power to turn the fight into the favor of Chile. but are they going to be able to see here now as there's going to be the pulse bomb out and Mocha's already found 2. There's going to be the Terra Surge in, but it doesn't really need to find anything because you've already found 3 more going to fall down around him. Crow gets taken down.
I mean, this is ouch. This is painful because Chile's trying to change things up. They're trying to find different ways and different avenues to get on the point. But Shinigami and Cabalata are just holding court on any kind of avenue onto the point.
As now, going to already see, I mean, Kitsune Rush is available here from LCS, but in response, there's going to be Mocha starting it off. Deadeye in from using, but they're just going to get deleted instantaneously. Burt trying to build up. Hey, the picks are coming in now. Luvico down for the count, but Burt still trying to stay alive. They are going to be able to do so, and the picks just keep coming through as Crow and LCS are able to combine to take it back. Cabalata still alive and well, and they are going to be pressuring out the backline of Chile, but going to be taken nonetheless.
I mean, good swaps. Once again, we talked about Chile's willingness to make adaptations on the fly. And that's exactly what we're seeing here. Once again, Burt going over to the Sombra is going to give them so much hassle.
Yeah, as I mean, Mocha's already found EFX though, as that should start things off well for Brazil, right? Especially if they get the those doors closed too, and they win this fight. That'd be massive for their defense here. As there's gonna be the grab starting it off from Crow, but they're just not gonna be able to really do anything because, well, they get anteed up and they're taken back. EMP available here and gonna go over the top from Burt. Already gonna find Luvico out, and there's the picks needed for Chile to keep pushing forward.
Yeah, manual help coming in on Mocha as well. They do get out, but it's going to be enough for them to get all the way away. Looks like it is.
Yeah, it is indeed, but they invested everything that they had. Brazil can just come back into this pretty easily. These 3 ultimates they have available.
I mean, look for Crow. Once again, manual hops are going to be so important here for Burt, but I mean, the Kitsune Rush should be online. They actually stripped past Mocha on this.
As now they're going to come into the engagement. Bullet shot available is going to lock up Huzing, but not going to be able to find that kill. The Shinigami had the duck back in. Burt's already found Nian as Huzing is going to fall down. Not able to find that kill on to Shinigami before they fall. Now the picks just keep coming through here from Brazil. Vede Amarella back in control.
I mean, Crow is doing the Lord's work here, keeping people safe as best they can through all the damage coming through, but Shinigami is just too darn good in holding space and fighting those angles and just the marksmanship. Once again, Shinigami showing why they were a contenders player back in the day for Brazil. They've got ultimates online. Really, you can go in with a Nano Monkey and really end the push here coming from Chile.
See here, I mean, you definitely can end this quite quickly. Under a minute to go, and you've already lost LCS. The sports are gone, and that is just going to wrap it up. That nano boost just does not find anything for Chile in the end, and Burt might just get caught out late. They do indeed. Shinigami finding that kill, 35 seconds left on the board.
I mean, Burt will probably build an EMP in this last amount of time. But I mean, you invested the nano onto Crow, trying to keep them up. Once again, they pretty much did that in the neutral, except for the nano that went onto Luvico. They have a Primal Rage as well.
Now they come in here to do this fight already. It's just going to back up for the moment now. We've had LCS already. That should just be, yep, that's just the fight done, dusted. Shinigami going to be able to find that disc, D-Mac on to Crow, and that should just be about it, unless Burt has something to say. EMP is going to take down no one, as that is going to be that here. Brazil, stop Chile on the doorsteps of point number 2.
Oh, my word. Burt gets deleted by an anti-nade. They knew it was coming. I don't know if they knew that the MP was going to be there, but there's enough done there in the beginning. that just it was a struggle for them to even get the first point, and then it was just a claw fight battle all the way through. The swaps, though, I mean, they've been good. They've been at the right times. They've really been able to follow up when they have these big moments. I just think neutrally, when we're just engaged in 5v5, Brazil has a mentality and a synergy that Chile, while they're good, they just don't have that same refinement that we see from Brazil.
Yeah, as we're now gonna go into the attacking phase of Chile, or sorry, of Brazil now. And I mean, look at ooh, that scoreboard's just not good to look at if you're a La Roja fan there, Billy. That was just not something you wanted to see there.
No, I didn't want to see that at all. Bert going to bring back the Freya here. We've got some swaps. Using over to the Ash here. So Shinigami's gonna have to keep their head on a swivel for that. Crow's gonna have some frontline pressure. This is actually gonna be Ramacha versus Ramacha here.
Yeah, as now we should see if is this going to be enough of a boon? I mean, or are we gonna already see? Hey, look at that though. Chile's gonna already start off with a nice engagement. Love this adaptation with Husing on to the Ash here. Love Ash on defense here, Billy, especially with Midtown having so many sights, small angles to come through.
Yeah, I mean, Dynamite's also the other kicker into that, right? That's the utility. You know, you've got the right click coming in from the Freya, but you've also got Dynamite now coming in. So, I mean, it's a tip for tat. I don't see any changes from Brazil as of yet. Well, I say that. Camelot is over onto the Genji. So that's going to be a little bit of a wrinkle here.
Yes, now we're going to see Burt already fall, take down Mocha in that fight. And that's should just be yeah, the fight done. Brazil's running for their spawns right now.
Well, take a look and see if there's any changes coming through from them. I don't see any as of yet. I mean, Shinigami's going to have their bolo shot ready to go. Burt is actually ahead of them in that respect. So, I mean, for right now, job done. A minute and a half in. No progress here for Brazil. This is maybe the EFX effect.
Yeah, I mean, it could definitely be the case. Still really nothing online for Chile either, though. And now you've lost Crow with that nice anti-nade coming in from Mocha. And you're going to pop that nano boost onto Husing to try to seal the deal. Bob is going to come out, not going to be on the point maybe like you were hoping for, as the healing is going to be enough to keep Luvico in that fight. Now you're still kind of at a disadvantage if you're Chile, but it's not something you can't overcome right now.
I mean, that's a great turn, though. That's a great turn based upon the huge anti that came through from Mocha. They were able to keep at least most of their players up, and then they found the range, they found the targets they needed. Sound barrier's ready to go now, up against an orbital Ray.
Yeah, Ray's going to come in from knee, and now you've found Burt out already. Annihilation is going to be procced up by Crow, and you can push this pretty easily if you want to, if you're Chile, but you just don't have the sustain at the moment, and now you're just going to be falling down. Cabalata does die. It doesn't seem like it's going to matter in the grand scheme of things for this fight unless something drastic changes for Chile, like finding the pick on the Shinigami. You might be able to come back out off of that.
I mean, you've got about 4 seconds to make your move if you're going to do it. They're going to take the better part of Valor. No, they're not. LCS is going to get on there. They invest the nano boost out.
Yeah, LCS is dead. Mocha's going to get that invest to come in, but you still lose Mocha. Crow's made that swap over to the Wrecking Ball too, and they're going to be able to find 2 kills. Annihilation has to be pushed into this, as well as the Blade, to finally wrap things up for Brazil to keep it going their way. You were invest Annihilation too? My goodness, that was a lot to invest into that, especially since it seemed like a one fight at the end there.
I mean, good on Chile, not giving up until the last dying breath. The problem is that there's 2:45 on the clock. They invested a lot into that fight just to get the first point. So now the ultimate advantage is now swung over to Chile. If they play it smart, if they hold high ground and Crow's onto the Diva here, so they're looking to mitigate as much damage as they can, this should actually be a really good fight for them.
Yeah, now, I mean, Husing's Bob's already down for the count. He's still going to get some good damage in from using on this Ashe, right? You're still popping some heads of Brazil. Not going to be able to find the kills you were hoping for quite just yet. Now, Mocha's going to fall. Cabalata going to be falling down too quite quickly afterwards. This swap over from Crow onto the Diva, helping seal this defense into Chile's favor.
Yeah, I mean, we're now sub 2 minutes. We've only gotten the first quarter here. So, I mean, you still have high ground advantage. You can hold top of tunnel. You can check the angles coming through. Nano's online. So, I mean, looking for Shinigami to start this out. Orbital Ray, though, is going to be the kicker here for Brazil.
As now we'll get into it yet again. Still waiting to see what it's going to be. The go sign. It's going to be the bullet shot and the orbital ray to start it off for Brazil. But now the nano boost comes back in from Chile onto Crow, but Crow's just going to back away. They don't really get the investment that you might have been hoping for. Now having to fight it out on the cart on this fire truck now, because I mean, you lose this fight and it might just be over if you are Chile. Now you're going to get anteed up, taken down. Luvico very low as well. Now Shinigami's fouled. This is huge. Now you're going to get that DMAC onto Crow. Still waiting out. You need to heal Luvico up, right, if you want to be able to go for it. There's the opportunity. Bola shot ready to go. And the picks keep coming in for Chile to hold things in their favor.
I mean, that was done in the neutral. For the most part. I mean, they invest their Bolo shot, they invest their orbital ray. Now you're coming up on Annihilation. I mean, you're going to have the Nano, so Nano Blade could be online here. Burt, though, can't go down like that. You've got a 4-pack of ultimates here for Chile in their next fight.
Yeah, Shinigami fighting that pick onto Burt is massive, but so is Chile's ult bank, too. Bob gonna start it off. Sound barrier coming in. Now you've got the nano boost on it to Cabalata, but you're super low. You're not gonna get taken down. The Polish shot though finds two. Self-destruct in, and La Roja are back in control of everything for this map. But Cabalata tries, but it is in vain. It's all tied up 2-2.
Are you freaking kidding me? I thought Burt going down was going to be the nail in the coffin as far as that push, but Burt comes up with the goods and gets it done with a massive bolo shot. Big props to Husing going over to the Ashe and creating a living hell. The nightmare was very real.
Yeah, it's great stuff from Chile, right? I mean, goodness gracious. And maybe Sanju was cooking, right? I mean, it's all tied 2-2. But I don't, if this keeps happening, right, I don't see it ending in 6 maps. I see it ending in that 7-map series, right? I mean, whenever, I said they looked a lot better on Coliseo, right? And they built upon it, and here comes their fruits of their labor. They've tied up the series. It's 2-2.
I mean, Joshua, let's talk about it in honesty here. It's the willingness of everybody on this Chilean team to swap heroes and work to their best advantage. And that's exactly what we saw. I mean, they have been focusing fire here on Midtown. This is a turnaround that I didn't think they had back in them based upon how they were getting absolutely annihilated. I mean, look at Crow. This bought so much time for them, forces so many ultimates out, and it gets them into an ultimate rotation that they need. And now they're winning, and now they're coming through in spades.
Interesting that the double up map type is escort. That's interesting. Personally, I wouldn't think that would have been. I mean, obviously you're also doubling up control, but that's normal, right?
Yeah.
I get why, right? You don't want to have a double up where you could. Oh, Froki's making their first appearance. Interesting.
Froki is evil. There's no other way to put it. Froki is evil, and will bring another layer of bloodthirsty support into this matchup. And this is like the first crack that I've seen from Brazil in this entire tournament. I've never seen them swap.
Yeah.
Anybody in. This is the first.
This is the first time we've seen Froki play at all, right? I mean, like you're saying, they have a gigantic roster, but it's always been Mocha and Knee. Besides when they decided to bring in Ray and Burno against Chile yesterday.
Yeah.
Just because, I mean, they could. But now as we head into Saravasa, right? They've had to bring in Froki to maybe, give that extra bit of bloodthirstiness in that backline that we're kind of seeing from LCS and from EFX.
Rookie really known for a good Lucio as well, so that might be part of the plan as well. But this is uncharted territory, I think, for both teams. And now Brazil is having to actually think about how they need to deal with this Chilean team. And Chile, they've got momentum now, and they got punched in the mouth a couple of maps. But yesterday, I mean, they secured their series win, right, over Argentina in Saravasa. So perhaps.
And then the other thing is, right, I believe Nee is one of their coaches, if I remember correctly. Yeah. Nee was one of their coaches, so that gives Nee an opportunity to look out at this series here now and objectively coach instead of having to force on or figure out how just to keep in check and not just coaching and playing at the same time.
I'm a little bit flabbergasted. I think that this is turning into a series here, and I don't think anybody's messing about. That's the other thing. Brazil have looked absolutely clean most of the day, but it has been the unpredictability of the Chilean squad that has really thrown them for a loop. And this is going to be very interesting to see how Map 5 goes.
Yeah, no, you're definitely correct. Now we're going to be loading in quite soon to see how our game goes and how things happen, right? As I'm interested to see, like you were saying, with this first, or like I was saying, this is the first time we're seeing Froki. What do they bring to the table? You're talking about the bloodthirstiness. You're talking about that Lucio, especially since it is Saravasa. You want speed. How is that going to translate is that going to translate into Brazil's favor, or bringing into someone new that they haven't played with, albeit a lot of these, all of these Brazil players, right, are on the same roster. They're all on elements besides Mocha. So that you'd think there is going to be that synergy still together, and maybe that's why we're seeing Froki come in to help bring that synergy level together.
I mean, that's the best. That's the best conclusion that I can come to, Joshua, because seriously, like, Brazil is sweating right now. I hate to say it, but Brazil is a little bit worried that little brother from the West is starting to get it together again. So we shall see. Looks like Froki is actually going to bring out the Kiriko. So this is interesting.
Is now, we'll figure it out, find it out here now, though. As, I mean, Brazil have full control right now. Obviously, the flashpoint has not unlocked, but it is going to be kind of hard for Chile to walk into this. But Luvico is going to get kind of low out. So is Mocha. So this could still turn into Chile's favor, especially since they do find that kill.
Wow.
And now the picks keep coming through, and Huzing's going to be able to find another one. And this is Chile in control yet again.
I mean, that is a masterclass in patience, right, Joshua? They knew that Brazil had high ground here on the point, and they just waited. They waited for Shinigami to shoot their volley off, and then they just go in. And they have the heals, they have the positioning, they use the environment so well. But now they're got to worry about Cavalata getting very, very angry and pushing into their back line.
As now we can go into this. Crow's already found Mocha out, and that's going to be huge yet again. As that should just be able to rock in. They're gonna find Luvico here too, and now I mean, goodness gracious, Chile coming back in the clutch. They're just looking so comfortable right now. Cavalata is gonna be able to find 3 though, so now, as it just seemed like it was all Chile, Cavalata just unlocks themselves and finds the picks necessary to take back the point.
Uh-oh, Crow is in massive trouble here. Yeah, that's going to be a massive stagger now. Do they get back? Well, they might be able to, because Froki goes down from another shot from Husing. Husing has absolutely locked in Joshua.
As now we go in to this. Deadeye comes through, and well, they're not going to be able to find Husing quite just yet. Nope, no picks come in. As that should be that. Back into control go Chile. Kitsune Rush now. Sound Barrier comes in 2 from Brazil to get back into the thick of it. They've got to be able to take this, or it is going to Chile. Start things off. Trades come in, but it looks like Brazil are in control for the moment. Unless Bert has anything to say of it. They do indeed, but it's not going to matter in the end. The long run. Crows made the swap over to the Wrecking Ball, but they can't deal with that. Point flips back over to Brazil.
I mean, almost have the mines online. You're going to be going against a Blade. Once all the movement is gone, Bert should be able to get kind of a good angle here. Crow needs to get a couple more slam downs. It's coming up to 99.99.
Yeah, it's going to get up to 99 here if they do so. Held as there's going to be this sleep on the Cavalata. That's huge. Taken down now. That could seal the deal into the favor of Chile. There's the anti-nade coming through, and Mocha's fouled. Everything falling up red, and it should be Chile taking this first flashpoint here as they do look to clean up the remaining person. It's going to be Froki, and there it goes. Chile take round number 1.
Oh my word. That is just back and forth. It is a back and forth battle right now. Bert's going to be up close with a Bolo shot right now. They could actually get massive control here. Look for Crow to take it back line and get a huge slam down in the back.
Now we're going to go through this here, and the Bola shot that started off from Bert isn't going to find the damage you may have been hoping for, but Froki is really low in that back line. So is Cavalata, and Husing's going to be able to take them down, and that should be the beginning yet again for Chile, as they're going to have to reset Brazil going back to spawn.
My word. I mean, they only invest the Bola shot as well. So, I mean, Shinigami's going to have their opportunity to really make a difference with their ultimate coming into this next fight. Cavalata off the Genji. We're now playing Tracer.
Going over to the Tracer now is going to be huge, as we're going to see what they do. That's a nice pick. Cavalata is so low. Luvico making that swap over the Hazard too. Now this Kitsune Rush is going to come out from Froki onto the point. Deadeye in, and you're going to be able to find Shinigami with it already. Going to get stunned up. Sound Barrier out, but now you've got the anti-nade coming through. Is it going to be enough? Cavalata is going to find the supports. The backline is dead for Chile, but still Bert on the point is doing work for squad of La Roja went out with the ball, the wrecking ball, and it finds 2. That's that. It's the flashpoint's over. It's already done. Chile is up 2-0.
And I mean, they put in the nano, they put in the mines there. So I mean, now you're looking at a sound barrier and a bolo shot ready to go. Cabalata coming up close. Luvico over to the Diva. What? They are forcing Brazil into uncomfortable positions right now, my friend.
They are indeed. They are indeed. As we're going to see, it could all be over with this next flashpoint in Chile. Could be on match point, but we'll have to wait and see. Shinigami's already starting it off. The bolo shot from Burt is going to get eaten up by the defense matrix here too as well. Sound barrier did come through from LCS, and now the slam. Cabalata down on the point. Still, is it going to be enough for Chile to keep things going their way? Burt looking for an off angle, looking for a shot, but it looks like Brazil have the point control, but it is going to be stalled up. Crow in the back here, going to have to rotate out, get healed up. Brazil takes control.
I mean, there's the ultimate coming out there. The bolo shot doesn't find any joy, so that's a massive miss there for Brazil. Watch for Husing right now. Coming up on another Deadeye. We saw how good they were with the last one.
Yes, now already come into this next play here. We'll see if it's going to happen. We'll see what happens here. As Pulse Bomb is out now, not going to find anything. Burt is going to take down Shinigami yet again. So this could quickly go back into Chile's favor. It doesn't look like it's going to. The pulp does flip over, but for how long is the real question. There's just not a lot of staying power for Chile right now.
No, I think they're just dancing for percentage, to be quite honest. I mean, Husing's going to go down here very quickly. You've got Crow back on the point. The mines are on the point as well. They're going to keep going.
They are indeed, and they still have progress as Orbital Ray was invested by Froki, and they're taken down. There wasn't really any value from the Ray at the moment. Now you have to be mindful of these mines, right? And you're going to be able to buy space, but not for much longer. Anti-nade does come onto Mocha. Picks are through yet again. Brazil in control.
Okay, so I mean, you invest a lot there from both sides, but I mean, now you're coming with double support ultimate from Chile. Crow onto the Diva of their own. So Luvico has the ability to remech here. So I think that we get up to 99%. I don't know if Chile takes the touch here, invests anything. I think that they just hold it for the next flashpoint.
Yeah, yeah, I'd have to agree with you. Unless they can find an opening pick, right? That could be massive, but you're going to invest the bola shot from Burt. I mean, it's not really a loss there. Point is going to be procced up, but you've already lost too many, it would seem, right? EFX is going to get danced around, ankles broken by Cabalata in the end, and, well, it looks like Brazil are still alive here as they take the third flashpoint.
All right, it looks like we're heading to, I think that we're heading to Garden next, and it's going to be Chile's spawn advantage here. So, I mean, you're looking at, Nano. Where do you go with that? Probably on the Crow. You're looking for Cabalata to get something in the back line for Brazil. I mean, this is back and forth attention here. Everybody's playing for national pride right now, my friend.
They definitely are. They definitely are indeed. As, well, the rally is going to start us off from Mocha, and now
Ajax.
LC is dead. The Ajax comes through. It's a huge opening here for Brazil to get back into the driver's seat and tie up this flashpoint, taking first control yet again.
I mean, you trade the sound barrier for the rally that they didn't really need. So, I mean, I guess, Chile is okay with that. But now we need to see what Chile has on their board here. This nano is going to be so very important.
Yeah, as, well, yeah, Nano boost could come through. Crow's going to get Nano boosted up early on. I mean, now you're going to go into the engagement here, but an interesting first use of it is Bola Shot does take down EFX. You get the charge that you're looking for. You didn't really find the damage, though, because you were so low in the beginning of that engagement. Crow's still trying to hold on to this. There's going to be the self-destruct out and Luvico dead. So the point should realistically go back into Chile's favor. Picks coming in with Cabalata falling. Froki going down there late as well.
Okay, let's just be aware here that Crow just went over to the Zarya, already 60% towards Graviton Surge. So this is the mind game once again. The tank now has been into it, and we're going to bring Luvico onto the Winston. Oh my God, Joshua, here we go. We're starting to sound like a little bit of Overwatch 1 here.
Yeah, I mean, now we're gonna get into this next fight, and you already have people so low. The full shotgun stick comes in, Hoosing with 2, and now we're gonna get back into control with the orbital ray invested by Froki too. It just mitigates it all thanks to that pulse bomb from Hoosing.
Hey, look at this. Hoosing had it completely measured. The 90-degree turret. It says, F you, you're out of here. That could be the nail in the coffin here. Catalata, 5% away from a pulse bomb. Mocha onto the Lucio there. Oh, and Lucio's gone.
Mocha dead is just not what you wanted to see if you're for Brazil. La Roja are one fight away from getting us onto match point. Is it going to happen, though? They're looking to take down Caballada. It's going to be Froki taking down Caballada right after him, and there it is. Map number 5 going to Chile, and now on to match point.
Si se puede, Chileanos, si se puedes. My goodness. Que movido, Hoosing. That was a shot out of the dark. Exactly what they needed. And they forced everything out of Brazil in that moment. They get it done. They go on to championship point.
Incredible stuff. Incredible stuff indeed here, Billy. And now, I mean, goodness gracious. This is not where anyone was expecting to be tonight, myself included, but the Chile squad are showing all the confidence in the world. Are they gonna be able to complete this upset?
I don't know, my friend. I don't know, but I'm here for it. We're all here for it. We're guaranteed to go at least 6 maps. This could be a 7-map banger. I don't know. My God. Somebody give me an AED because my heart's about to stop.
Yeah, I am ready for this. It does look like we are gonna head to a break because it looks like both teams are using this time to connect, to reset, go to the bathroom, which I think we also needed to do because we've been casting 5 maps of Overwatch straight. So we'll be right back after this short little intermission. So stick around. You're not going to want to miss the conclusion of Copa America right after this.
Feel my heart, it's beating. Oh, my body's breathing. It's just you and me. Feel my heart, it's beating. Oh, my
Welcome back, everyone. We're back a little bit quicker than we would have thought, but game is being played. Still not on our end, but it's about to be. So we thought we'd come back to you. Right, again, we're currently in the midst of maybe seeing one of the biggest upsets in Overwatch history, with Chile currently up 3-2 over Brazil heading into Rialto.
And Rialto was a thorn for Chile the past couple days. So I can only hope that they have figured out what they need to do as far as composition-wise, as far as positioning-wise, because they have been skunked a couple times in Rialto. I'm looking forward to seeing Crow versus Lubico again, because that was some serious firepower going on between those two. Husing absolutely showing up when they needed it the most. La Roja gets the output that they were hoping for, and my goodness, we are on the precipice right now, my friend.
We are indeed. We are indeed. Is it going to be done here in a few short moments, or are we headed to a map number 5? I mean, it's all on the line for both of these two teams, right? I mean, could just with Chile having the opportunity to take this this upset victory, you've got to think the nerves are there.
It's almost like thinking about how the rebels took down the alliance, or took down the empire.
Mm-hmm.
It's so much bigger than just a game. This is a nation that really didn't have a lot of resources put into it for Overwatch, and they have clubbed, and they have fought, and they have done their work, and now they're on the precipice of taking a milestone in the annals of South American Overwatch.
Yeah, this could be all over in a few short moments, or we're seeing still some more. Could be Chile cementing themselves in the history books of South American Overwatch, but they've got to do well enough on their offense here, as we've seen time and time again. I mean, Rialto could just be the bane in their sides today. Husing is going to get taken down by Lubico already, though. Nice anti-nade did come in from EFX here, as you're going to still try to rotate in. You're going to get those kills necessary for Brazil to start us off.
Once again, it's Mocha leading the way. I know that we saw Cavallada kind of taking a double pinch angle there, and then Lubico getting the joy on that. But, I mean, the fact that you rotate your Brigitte up into hallway there to secure the healing coming through, and to provide the CC with the flail, with the bash. I mean, it was very well played for them. It's going to force over LCS onto their own Brigitte.
Yeah, it's now it should be interestingly, yeah, I mean, yeah, you've got LCS onto the Brigitte now. Nano Boost is already built up by EFX onto Crow, and Lubico is going to get DMAC. Now Shinigami falling down as well, and that should be, yeah, that fight taken here quite easily by Chile.
I mean, EFX has been just an absolute monster on this Ana. Once they reckon their normal role of support, Bert is actually going to go up against Shinigami here as far as this bolo shot.
Bullet shot ready to go, but is it going to be invested early or in this in the middle of this fight? You've got the perfect opportunity to go from the back here. As there it comes in now, bowl a shot in, and you've already found 2, but you got Cabalata back in there, the thick of it here. They have the Dragon Blade available, self-destruct to come in on the way, but it's not going to find anything. Crow still in on the point for the moment, but we'll see if they keep it going. Luvico has their own self-destruct to try to come back in. There's the bowl shot comes through from Shinigami, trying to find some damage. Still being pressured out is Chile, but they are going to be dropping numbers around them as Cabalata still looking for some picks. They are going to get taken down though, so hey, it is still definitely an opportunity for Chile to come back into this.
I mean, any downsides right now here from Bird looking to build that ultimate up. They almost have it online once again. They're going to have a massive advantage over them. And under a minute now, Crow back out on the Wrecking Ball.
Go back onto the Wrecking Ball has been a beast for Chile, and we saw that previously. We saw it day 1, and we're seeing it now here on day 3. His point is going to go to Chile in that fight. Now Cabalata has invested. The Dragon Blade does find Burt. That's all they're going to be able to find, and they waste an ultimate in a lost fight.
I mean, Rally comes out from LCS. That keeps everybody up while the Dragon Blade was underway. But just the turn from Chile there was decisive. It was emphatic, and it was lethal, and they get the first point. They've got some time to work with here, too. Bert's going to be looking to use some of this tech up here and see if they can get a bubble shot in the back.
Yeah, we're going to see how it works for them back in the back here. They just don't know. I don't think they know that that Bert's there. Bola shot going to come in. Is going to be in up by Luvico at that 180 spin. And now Chile have to retreat. They've already lost Burt, and now Brazil are sitting pretty here at the corner of death.
I mean, they still got some decent progress here. I mean, they've got it across the bridge, which is really what they needed to do. They are now at L'Angolo della Morte, the corner of death. But now, I mean, Pulse Bomb's going to be ready to go here, see if they can get to the back line and really take it to this Brazilian defense.
As Nana Boost comes in here, onto Luvico, but Shinigami's the one to start it off yet again with a bola shot onto Burt, and the picks just keep coming in for Brazil as they're going to be pushing back Chile yet again. Crow's going to get demeched and is going to have to reset in to the canals.
So self-destruct versus self-destruct coming in the next fight. You got Pulse Bomb ready to go here. It'll be Pulse versus Dragon Blade. Froki's nowhere near getting a nano, so it's going to be a naked blade. EFX might be able to build up here, depending on how much damage they're taking in on the approach. But I think that the rally is going to be the big kicker here for Chile, as they're looking to get it out. Pulse Bomb goes, but doesn't find any joy.
Yeah, he's going to fall, and that's just not what you wanted to see. It's already just going to be a full-on reset, right, for Chile. You don't have your full might, and you just kind of have to give up and wait it out.
Okay, that shot was almost disgusting, and Burt takes a lovely swim there. I wouldn't swim in the canals of Venice, but hey, you have fun with that. I thought they might bring out maybe the Torbjorn here to deal with the threat from the flank, but Froki has closed the gap as far as the nano. It's a race, and there goes EFX.
EFX is down, 35 seconds to go here, Billy, and it's not looking too hot for Chile, but they've got it pretty far. So you still like that if you are Chile in the long run. Obviously, you'd like some more progress, but I don't think it's going to be in the cards quite just yet. They still have the opportunity to come back into this. They have this bola shot ready to start things off, as well as this self-destruct. Everything on the line for both of these rosters. Well, in a second here, at least, is the bola shot going to start it off here, trying to wait it out. Now that comes in, and it's going to lock in. This banana boost comes in. Cabalata into the back here. Going to try to just keep Cabalata at bay using your own nano boost, but you've already lost so many. Your sub DPS are gone. You can't even touch any longer as Brazil stop Chile on the corner of death.
I mean, that is a pretty good hold there from Brazil. They had the ultimate advantage in there, basically in their favor. But this really aggressive defensive hold here and getting Mocha into the mix-up here is what really set the tone on point A. As we headed into point B, I mean, it took everything for Chile to get as much progress as they got. I mean, I didn't think that they were actually going to finish if I'm completely honest. But they do get it over the line. They do get it to the corner of death. So, I mean, we've seen stranger things. They have their work cut out for them for sure. Insane eat from Luvico there. There's no reason why they should have been able to swing around that fast, but they did it. So for Chile, you're gonna try and be as perfect as you can here against this squad.
Well, actually, I've never seen Stranger Things. It's just not my type of show, Billy.
Wow.
It's not my type of show. I don't tell ya. But I mean, yeah, back in. I mean, goodness gracious. It is always interesting to see Chile's scoreboard, right? Because it just doesn't seem possible that they're winning fights with that low of kills. But they do, and it's incredible to see. Now we'll see if they can hold out here on Rialto, or are we headed to a map number 7?
Good God, Shinigami starting it out early, taking EFX down, so that's the bulk of your healing gone. They're going to take a page out of their book and, flip the script here. Everybody retreat here for Chile, and a big ante comes through.
Out from Profi there. Gonna buy some time yet again onto Chile. So I mean, you just have to wait out and wait for your respawn. Who's making that swap over to the Ash here now?
Yeah, I mean, they came out of spawn with it. They just haven't landed anything really of consequence yet. And EFX once again getting caught out.
EFX falling is now what you need. This is just gonna give first point for free to Brazil. Cabalata slicing and dicing their way to taking that first point. 5 minutes, 25 seconds to push it 73 meters.
This is going to be a study in patience. I love you too, Cabalata. We love you too. But I mean, we're looking now, Bert, bringing out the Widowmaker and using over to the Cassidy. So, I mean, they're making the adaptations that they think is going to win them some fights here. And they need every minute that they have here. I mean, but just under 5 minutes here to get another 30 meters. This is a huge ask.
It is indeed. It is indeed. But will they be able to? I mean, this was already in to last fight territory, right? You've got to win this fight if you are Chile. You've made the swap of Bert over on to the Widowmaker for that one-shot potential, but I think it's all but over now, Billy, with Cabalata drawing the blade to seal this series in to a map 7.
I think that South America deserved a map 7 for Copa America. Everybody was anticipating a 4-0 drubbing onto Chile, and Chile says, nah, we can do this. We can fight with the big dogs, and they have proven it time and time again. Here's the confirmation of the play of the game from Cabalata just there in the last little bit. I mean, it was not really close here. I mean, Chile gave it their all, right? But this was just a masterclass, once again, of holding and taking space by Brazil and getting ticked off.
Yeah, but I mean, it could just be, right? These escort maps have been the thing that Brazil has been looking the best on, right? I mean, they looked really good. That's the only map type that it's looked specifically not close on. Push, right? It didn't. It looked a lot closer than it ended up being, and then the other maps, Chile won. So, especially since we're going to be heading into control again, where Chile was able to win it out against Argentina. We're headed to Ilios this for our final map of the evening. Right? If Chile can just get back into that form that we saw first map, and then maps 4 and 5, right? Yeah, 4 and 5. Yeah, I think Chile definitely have that shot to win it.
Look, Chile has already gone above and beyond what I thought they were going to be able to do. So for me, I mean, this is just cinema now.
Mhm.
It's a drag down, knock 'em out fight. 3 sub maps. Somebody's got to win 2, and they will be your champion here in the Copa America 2025. Thank you, big. Thank you again to Grupo Senju and Hippie and Headrammer at XYBA giving us the production. 3 languages simultaneously: Portuguese, Spanish, and here English. This is going to be interesting. And here we are. We're starting out on Lighthouse.
Yeah, Lighthouse is the one to start it all, to end it all. Who will come out on top? The Canonero or La Roja to take Copa America to start it off. A nice sleep dart coming on to Burt, and they're going to get deleted instantly. Froki starting things off for Brazil.
And there goes the mech of Crow. So, I mean, this map right here is going to be an issue. They're going to have to think about how they deal with the members of Team Brazil on the point. How are they going to expel them? No real compositional change other than bringing out that the Winston. Burt says, you know what, Sombra ain't going to do it. I'm bringing Cassidy to the fight.
Right, and bringing out Cassidy for this fight. I mean, hey, we'll see how it works for him. But already, I mean, it's already up to 30% right here. So you've got to hurry up and get back into the thick of it. Try to take deck this point, and you might be able to. Nope, it's going to be pressured back out by Brazil. Luvico still holding on. Postpone is going to take down Burt, but the point does get flipped over, but it's just going to be inconsequential, right? You've already lost so many. You can't keep control of this point for any much longer than it is.
Oh, God, that was a brutal death there coming through, and Husing doesn't know what happened. Crow's trying to get back. Might lose the mech here. I think that they get up. Oh, they hold it. They hold their mech. Now they've got Nano on board. Nano from both sides. Pulse Bomb using. Time to land another one.
Yeah, it's now, well, we'll see if, we've seen Husing land some nice pulse bombs today. Are they going to be able to do it yet again? They do it again, indeed. Froki's dead. Cabalata is dead, too. And now, Chile definitely have the opportunity to get some progress into their favor.
I mean, they're going to hunt down Mocha here. Has the rally on hand. Self-destruct was gained in the interim. So now you're going to have a 3 ultimate fight here for Chile. Sound barrier going to be so very important up against a nanoed. I'm going to assume it's going to go into Luvico here with the reset getting ready to come through.
There's now Deadeye.
The
And sleep on the Burt is massive. They had those skulls in their sights. Now Crow has to rotate in. Burt needs some healing, but Cabalata's going to be able to find them out. Self-destruct on the point is going to take down Cabalata too. So now, I mean, it's anyone's point, right? They still have the opportunity to hold, but you might lose out LCS. You do, and Crow's going to get D-Mech too. So back in control. Go Brazil.
Great fight there. Waiting out ultimates. I mean, Husing is getting stuff done. Back over to this Sombra is Burt. They emptied the larder there. Husing coming up closest, but I mean, it's going to be a Cabalata pulse bomb that they're going to have to deal with first.
As now we go into it yet again, and well, the pulse bomb available here for Cabalata has done big things tonight. But we'll see if it is going to keep being the case, as overtime is going to be pressured out. Almost falls. Husing's down, and this looks like it's all Brazil to start us off on Ilios. The stick to finish it all off. It's overtime going to be ticking away with the team kill coming through. Brazil are on the precipice.
I mean, Lighthouse in favor of Brazil. It was not a sweep, though. So, you know, if we go to, let's say, Ruins next, because Luvico is playing the Winston, because you have the protection of Mocha and Froki together. Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Did your stream go away?
Yeah.
We may have had a crash, folks.
Yeah, it might have been another
Oh,
thing.
mine's back.
Oh, yours is back. Let me
Yeah, I've refreshed.
refresh.
Nope, it's dead.
Nope. It's back.
Is it?
Yeah, nope, never mind.
Yeah, there's a little bit of a buffer there. So we have hit a snag here, and I don't know if the teams know that we have hit that. Oh my goodness.
Let's see here. Yeah, William also has that on his end too. He's back to his cams. Well, yeah, there it goes. That ended up. We'll head to a break, and if there's a victory before we get our stream back, we'll come back and tell you. It'll be kind of anticlimactic, but that'll be the way it is. We'll be back when we have answers for you in a few short moments.
Feel my heart, it's beating. Oh, my body's breathing. It's just you and me. Feel my heart, it's beating. Oh, my body's breathing. It's just you and me. I'm so caught in this, we're so lost deep in it, can't stop. I'm forever the one you call. Let's free fall. I'm so caught in this, we're so lost deep in it, can't stop. I'm forever the one you call. Let's free fall. Let's free fall. Let's free
All right, welcome back, everyone. And you hear my somber mood. We do not get to see the end of the game, unfortunately. It is going to go in favor of Brazil. I'm going to quickly get the window capture up for you all just so you can see the end results. So then so you can do that at least. But okay, here, well, transition is kind of scuffed. So, but it did end out there, the 2-0 in to the favor of Brazil. 4-3, ending up the series for Brazil. I mean, goodness gracious, great stuff from Chile, even though they ended up short in the end.
I mean, what a day for Chile. I mean, they took the strongest team in the region to the very brink. And, you know, Brazil had to bring their A game. And so that's something that we have to really look at here. Is power rankings now in South America are definitely going to have to be able to be updated here. I'm going to have to go back and look at this VOD and see exactly what the heck happened that really changed overnight, because yesterday they looked, at points like they were lost. And man, it came all together today.
Yeah, we have Clean Feet back, but it's a little too late. But we can show you how we got there, right? The full 7. 1-2 started off. I mean, that was where everything took a turn. Then obviously 2, and then there was a good pattern, right? If this was a best of 9, right, Billy? Maybe we're seeing the pattern come back, and Chile takes those next 2 maps. But this is the way it ended up today for us, as it went 1-2-2, 1-2-2-2, just for the series, and Brazil were the ones to be able to come out on top.
I mean, this is absolutely fantastic for Chile. I think it's also a good barometer of where South American Overwatch is now. Gone are the days that you have easy wins. And I'm not sure what happened in the first match against Chile or against Brazil, where Chile got 3-0'd. But I think they were probably holding something in reserve, and they had to get through Argentina. It took them all 5 maps there. It takes all 7 maps here to get them sent home. So, I mean, second place in the Copa America, that's got to be a massive achievement here for Chile. Congratulations to them. But on the other hand, Brazil, you know what? When they counted the most, they got it done. Rialto really did solidify them and gave them momentum going into Ilios. I think that right there is seriously where I think that just the momentum was not in their favor. So for Brazil, I mean, you know what? You got to think now. We got to bring A game to every single time we go there.
Well, this is the last look at the last point of Ilios. Now we have on stream here. So just to show how it ended, for you all. I mean, unfortunately, we know how it ends, right? But we could still make something memorable for some from clip dumps for the rest of those players. They're already going to see going in. LCS is going to be able to take without Luvico in that now. Still looking to keep it going, but it looks like it's almost all over here now to see how it all ends up for Verde Amarella. His overtime is going to be ticking away. Cabalata finding EFX in that yet, as we'll see here. Crow's going to try to buy some time, try to buy some agency, but I think it's all in the bag. Well, it definitely is in the bag for Brazil, but it should be here and now with Crow finding that end going down in the end, and well, still just these last couple of staggers and getting off the point for only a moment. Rally in, and that's it. There it is. That's over. The replay came through, and that should be that. There is the ending sights for the series of Overwatch today.
I mean, that's fantastic, and once again, it wasn't a goose egg from Chile. Like, they had considerable capture percentage there, halfway to capturing the point. So, I mean, that's just it's just a micro moment of what the entire series was. A couple of stinker maps from Chile. I think they need to get better on escort. If they can get better on escort, I think that they will definitely have a lot more to say in future competitions. But damn, what a series! What a competition!
What a series! What a competition indeed! I mean, just great stuff. Great stuff all around for us from this series of Overwatch today. Again, we take a look at how we got there. This bracket from today. Brazil obviously were the ones to beat, but in the end, I mean, goodness gracious, Chile proved a point in the end in these grand finals, forcing Brazil to the brink.
They did. I mean, they are battle tested now. So, I mean, there's not much else to say other than congratulations to Brazil. You guys are the champions of the Copa America 2025. Big last thank you to Grupo Senju for putting this on. Remember, SA Masters starts this week. Tuesday is the first day of matches, and you'll see streams coming through. Check Twitter. I know that Grupo Senju will be retweeting out people's streams. I will be streaming at some point this week. I know that Hunter Tay will be doing a stream with Dexatron as his co-caster on his stream with the Factor X Elements matchup coming up. I've got Garfo versus Warfist
and I might do
coming
something
up this week. So
I might be doing something. We'll see what we do, though. I spent good money for my co-streaming things, and I might as well get some use of it. So you might see me back doing NA Masters. Yeah, again, but it is time to say goodbye, Billy. It is all over for now, but maybe, just maybe, we'll be able to see some more Copa America with more teams in the future. My goodness, imagine not even just South America, maybe some Central America teams and some Caribbean islands as well. Getting Puerto Rico into the mix would be something to see. I'm hopeful for the future of this tournament. So make sure you stay up to date. Make sure to follow Grupo Senjo, who's the ones who've been the tournament organizers behind all of this. And then obviously, if you want, you can follow myself at Joker's Ransom on Twitter and him, Chef Billy, on Twitter as well. Keep up to date with what we're doing, or you can see my ramblings about the New York Yankees. That is going to be it for us. Thank you all for watching. This has been such a fun weekend of Overwatch, and wherever you are in the world, have a wonderful, wonderful rest of your day.
Mucho obrigado, muchas gracias, buenas noches, boa noite.